Good morning, everybody. Good morning, y'all. I just wanted to say to anybody that's just going through a hard time in your walk, maybe you feel overwhelmed, maybe you feel inadequate, maybe you feel like you keep letting God down, maybe you're just going through a lot of spiritual warfare right now. Maybe you really feel like your mind and your salvation is under attack, keeping yourself unspotted from this present world, because I will be the first to admit that it is not easy. It's staying unspotted is not easy, especially in the times that we're living in, where worldliness is praised and is exalted everywhere you go. It's not easy to walk upright. It's not easy to remain unspotted. But what I came to tell you is that God is looking in the earth for someone that he can show himself strong on the behalf of, that he can show himself mighty in, that he can use to do his will on the earth. So regardless of what you're facing today, do not give up. Do not lose strength. Do not lose focus on God. No matter how ever you have to come to God. You may have to come to him weeping. You may have to come to him with, dragging your one leg walking and the other leg, you're literally dragging it along. You might have to come, bleeding. You might have to come, literally by faith. You got to come by faith. You got to come to Jesus by faith. You got to believe that he loves you. You got to believe that he is a rewarder of those who diligently seek him. Pray for the people around you. Pray for your family members. Pray for your friends that you see that are going through. Don't look down on them. Don't judge them. Don't say, "Ooh, how are they back in that situation?" Instead, lift them up in prayer. Pray for them. Intercede for them. Go before the Father on their behalf, because later they may be able to do the same for you. But in the season that they need you, go ahead and lift them up. Go ahead and pray for them, because we're all going through this. We all trying to remain unspotted. So lift yourself up in prayer. Pray for your family. Pray for your loved ones, and continue to trust God for your deliverance. Continue to trust God for your breakthrough. God has not forgotten you. He has not forsaken you. You understand? But he's looking for someone to show himself mighty on the behalf of. So what I'm trying to say is, you need to focus on what God you need to do for the kingdom of God. Focus on ministering to somebody, because you know that Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. There's people that are perishing. There's people that are that's leaving this earth, that is dying. They ain't making it to heaven. They going to hell for all eternity. So you gotta pray for these people. You gotta lift these people up. You understand? You gotta minister to them. Every time you feel led, share the gospel with somebody. However the way how God would do it, the way how God will bring these conversations about. I just had a young lady in my car, and she literally was asking me if I was listening to a reading, and I'm listening to a sermon. So I said, no, I'm not listening to a reading. I'm listening to a sermon, because Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. And no man can get to the Father without him. She said, yeah, but I still play with crystals. I say, them crystals can't save you. I said, whatever you think them crystals could do, that's what Jesus do. I said, you need Jesus. I said, Jesus got what you need. Whatever it is that you need, I'm telling you, Jesus got it. You can't find it in a female. She was a, homosexual woman. I said, you can't find it in a female. You can't find it in a man. You can't find it in a crystal. You can't find it in none of the creation. You can't find it in nothing that he made. I said, that's our problem. We put the things that he created above him. We got to exalt Jesus. He's what we need. So I don't care what you're going through. Exalt Jesus today. Put him in position.